Hey everyone, Jatt here. Anyone who's played a lot of League of Legends has been in a situation where they're trying to rush down the enemy nexus right as their opponents are respawning. It's one of the most high pressure and volatile moments in League, since the game can literally end off of a single auto attack. In week 6 of the 2016 EU LCS summer split, Schalke 04 was trying to end the game against H2K by rushing down H2K's nexus. When teams are in nexus rush situations, it's a must that they're all on the same page. They either need to fully commit to killing nothing but the nexus, or they need to deal with the enemy first and take the nexus after. If Schalke had committed fully to either of those strategies, they would have won the game. Instead, they wavered, leaving the door open for H2K to make a stunning defense and turn the game around. The fight started after H2K rushed Baron, only to be caught afterwards and lose a fight 4-0. Schalke then looked to immediately push mid and end the game, with only Jankos' Hecarim defending for H2K. Let's get into it. As Schalke advance on H2K's first Nexus turret, they look poised for victory. Jankos flies past the entire Schalke team, and Fox's Rise turns to damage him while his 4 teammates continue damaging the turret. 2 key things are happening. First, Jankos is trying to cut off the opposing minion wave to make his Nexus turrets more durable. When the enemy minions aren't in range to attack a turret, the turret gains 66% damage reduction. Therefore, as the lone defender, keeping those minions away from the turret is the best path to prolonging the game. Second, Schalke is split in their focus. If they had all turned to focus Jankos, they would have removed him as a threat, while also disempowering H2K's minions, which were benefiting from Baron buff. If they had all focused on the Nexus turrets, they would have killed them faster and ended the game before the rest of H2K respawned. From here, Schalke takes down the first turret and immediately turns to the second. It's worth noting that the turret aggro falls onto Fox while Schalke continues to put damage onto Jankos. Vander's Karma respawns and throws a Mantrid shield onto Jankos, prolonging his life, but eventually he falls and his Guardian Angel procs. While Jankos is reviving, Vander exhausts the perfect target, Mr. Rouse's Caitlyn. It's perfect because when exhausted, Rouse's decreased damage isn't enough to kill the turret before the turret kills Fox. And once revived, Jankos continues to damage Rouse, who's the biggest threat to H2K's Nexus. As the final turret falls, Rouse wastes an auto attack on a minion, and at this point, every auto attack counts. This is where the remaining members of Schalke turn all of their attention to the Nexus. Jankos and Vander are desperately defending, with Ryu's Victor and Ottawamne's Lissandra starting to res. It's going to be close. Keep in mind, H2K need to kill the players with the highest threat first if they want to save the game. Rouse is the largest threat, followed by Steve, Gilius, and then Spraddle. Jankos does go for Rouse first, and in Rouse's attempt to kite Jankos, he pulls him closer to Spraddle. This allows Jankos to damage both of them with the AoE of Rampage, and then kill them both in quick succession. Then, Ryu and Ottawamne revive and immediately look to stop Steve's Trundle, the biggest remaining threat, from killing their Nexus. Ottawamne takes a Glacial Path in, and Ryu swiftly uses his Exhaust. Ottawamne then unleashes his full combo onto Steve, including his Frozen Tomb. Steve gets stunned and dies, but not before spreading the damage to Gilius. With Steve down, it's a mad dash for H2K to kill off Gilius before he can get the final hit on the Nexus. And by the time Gilius falls for the ace, H2K's Nexus has only 45 health left. Enough for H2K to run to the other side of the map and kill Schalke's Nexus completely to win the game. Looking back, H2K made some great choices during their Nexus defense. Jankos had the right idea when he ulted to cut off the minions to slow the push. He also had great target selection, pressuring Mr. Rouse for the rest of the fight. H2K also had great exhaust usage, exhausting high threat targets in Mr. Rouse and Steve in critical moments of the fight. For Schalke, they'll wonder what could have been. If they hadn't put so much damage onto Jankos, or even if they had managed turret aggro better, and had Fox not died to the turret, they definitely could have won. At the end of the day though, Schalke lacked cohesion and left the door open for H2K to make a stunning base defense. With the teamfight win, H2K took the game and the series against Schalke 2-0 and moved ahead of them to number 4 in the European LCS standings.